Hello and welcome to Tasha Talks Life podcast. And I am at the She Kicks Cancer's Butt event hosted by Posh Lady Yvette. I am so excited to be in the building. Today on this show, we are going to be interviewing amazing women that are survivors, get an idea of why this awareness, why are we doing this, why are we here, and also to hear the story behind the survivors because cancer is real and women are out here fighting for their lives and these survivors have won. So I am so excited to speak to them. I'm so excited to hear their story and how they were able to break through and beat cancer's butt. This is going to be an amazing episode and I can't wait for it to start. So see you soon. Hello, welcome to Tasha Talks Life podcast. I am at the She Kick Cancer's Butt event hosted by Posh Lady Yvette. I'm so excited to be here. And during this episode, we're going to be introducing and interviewing a couple of the survivors that are being honored today. So our first survivor I want to introduce is Vett Vena. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so good. Thank you for having me. I'm really just grateful that I made it, honestly.
Yes.
I survived.
I don't know to say I guess it's congratulations and
no, yeah, that's perfectly fine because it is a celebration of life. You
For
know,
sure.
really, this has really been a hard time, just being able to adjust to a new life after having something like that happen. No one wants cancer, no one. No matter what kind of cancer it is, So this was a really trying time, but I'm good, thankful.
Yeah, you definitely beautiful. You definitely shining.
Thank you so much.
So do you mind sharing how long have you been cancer free?
Okay, so it's been about 3 years now.
Nice.
Thank God.
Thank God.
This is the third year, actually.
Awesome.
It was a trying process. I was just talking to some of the ladies out there, and it was my first mammogram. So that's what's so crazy. It's how do you go from having your boobs, squished in a machine, thinking it's gonna be a funny joke, to I was oh yeah, I'm just gonna get my boobs put in this machine. I was avoiding it this whole time, and but now I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna laugh with my friends and tell them I did it. It did not work out like that. It was not like that at all.
Because it's a hard. I mean, I've had my second one because I know you're supposed to get your mammogram at a certain age. So I've had my second one, and I did put it off for a while. And so to hear you say that, it's kind of
I didn't even put it off. It was my doctor just told me, he was I was trying not to get it done because I was scared because I didn't want to
hurt or whatever.
Right, but it was the first time they even mentioned it to me. But I was going there for at least 2 years, and I'm okay. And then, but I think honestly, it's a money game. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel it's a money grab. The boobs, this cancer thing has going on way too long. It's time to change. It's time to mobilize and get things done.
Yeah.
And the only way we could do that is if we actually understand what we're dealing with and figure out, okay, how do we differentiate what is going on? Like they say, okay, you have the BRCA or you have cancer. I didn't have BRCA. It wasn't
what is
BRCA. BRCA is if you have a gene that can possibly cause cancer, but it's not cancer.
Okay.
I actually had the cancer, and it's these things that they tell you about breast cancer. It's okay, well, oh, how did they pick this? It's random. It's random. This person just can randomly have cancer. Well, what exactly, are we doing about this? Where's the money going? What is happening to all the donations? You have all these organizations, and that's why I'm building my app. I've been working so hard in the background, just trying to get things going because people have to have a resolve.
Yeah.
We need to know where the money's going, that's the reason why I'm yeah, where are we?
Because there's a lot of money going into this this research, and we're gonna get into the
app because I really of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm I have so many questions. I know so many people, and I definitely want to get to the app. But walk me through a little bit about after finding out that you had breast cancer.
Oh, I was shocked. I didn't believe it. I was in denial. And I said, I don't have cancer. I came in with my doctor after they did the test and everything like that, like the first preliminary. I came to for the follow up appointment, and I walked in my doctor's office and I said, I don't have cancer. And he's like, no, you have cancer. And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't have cancer. Like, nobody in my family has cancer. Why would I have cancer? This doesn't make sense to me. And he's like, no, you have it. I don't. And so I was very crushed. It was very painful. I don't want to cry right now.
No,
because
yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I want to be more pissed off in this video than I want to be emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's time to change things. This thing has gone on for way too long. So that's why I came out with my brand, Pink Power AI, because I feel like if we all get together and put our energy into the right places, we can actually move the needle.
Yes.
And it hasn't been moved for so many years. It's been like stagnant.
I like the name Pink Power AI. I love that. And what initially, I know you went through, because in order to go through the process, there is some different type of emotions, different type of thoughts, and then it's also like a fight back type of thing.
Yeah.
And so when in that moment or at that point after denial,
right,
came what?
After denial, it was more so like, because I had so much going on at that time. I was out workers' comp. I didn't know if I was going to get fired when I went back, so I had to make a good decision. I'm a mom that's single with 3 kids. I can't go back and forth with chemo and all these other things all the time. I have to be able to get up and go. How about that?
Right. That part.
So, it's like there is no like we can just pause life and pause all your bills. No, you cannot do that. You have to. It's like, and if you don't have other people in your corner, like my mom and dad both passed, I had to make the right decision on the drop of a dime. Like, this is what I have to do, because so I literally had to cut everyone off. I had one person I confided in, which was my aunt, and she had went through it, and she several times. She actually survived lung cancer too, and on top of the other things she was going through. And it's a funny story with her, because she but I'll tell you about that another time. Anyway, yeah, I had to literally like cut out everybody's opinion, everybody's voices, and just tune into God and what He wanted me to do at that moment.
That's it. I love that. Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, I'm doing this. And I just like went in and did it, But I feel like it's not an easy thing, because even afterward, the processing of it is such a big deal, and try to like overcome the thinking like, okay, does it make me less of a woman? There's all these different things.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's not an easy thing. That's why I made my journal.
Let me see.
And I was going to bring some for everyone, but for some reason, the Amazon didn't come fast enough. Like, everybody's experience is different. My pink hits different from your pink. Your pink is maybe you have a friend that went through it, and then you had to be there as her best friend. Wow. My pink is I actually went through it, and not to take it away from the husband 100%. That went through it with his wife. But everybody's pink hits different, and that's what this journal's about, and that's why I decided I'm gonna go all in again.
This is beautiful. I love that.
Is for everyone, and it's for everyone to take time and think about, okay, well, what is it that I'm really trying to leave as a legacy here? Do I want to leave the same problems my ancestors left for me? That is why I'm making my making my websites and everything like that, to help people raise money and put the money where it's supposed to be, and stop playing around with this thing, because we have to change.
I love that.
It's not going to change. I don't want to see, okay, we're doing pink and we're going to just be pink all day. No, we have a punch behind our pink. How about that?
It. Yes,
I'm ready to fight.
I love that. And so I can feel the energy, and I'm with you on that, because I think that it sucks, and I think that it's on top of all the things that we do as women that we have to deal with, being moms and all of this stuff. To have that is like, and just to see that the power, the strength in surviving and fighting. That just goes to speak to you as a person, speak to the women that are, doing it.
Something. I come from a long line of family of activists when it comes to civil rights, when it comes to anything that's injustice. That's just my family history and background. So this situation happened to me is just a different form of that. But I feel like it's time. Like leave no woman behind, no boob left behind. How about that?
That's so awesome.
Silly,
it's
so
serious. No, for sure. I love that.
He's a God of righteousness. He doesn't want people to be taken advantage of.
100%. So where can we connect with you?
Well,
where can we find the book?
The book is on Amazon. And this is one part of it. There's many things that's going to be coming. Also, my Instagram, Vett Vena, is on my IG handle. All handles pretty much Vett Vena.
Okay.
And the website, you can go to Pink Power Store, and that's the for merch and stuff like that. The app is coming, so just keep typing in Pink Power. Eventually, you're gonna see the app.
Awesome.
Pink Power AI.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Vett, for taking the time out to share your story.
Yeah.
And I know it's not easy to talk about. So it's still new. It's very new. 3 years was just the other day, and so it is a honor to see you today.
I appreciate that. I thank you for what you're doing, and I wish you much success and blessings, and keep going. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Every single day you wake up, you're like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen?
I'm excited.
So thank you. God bless you.
And so I had the next interview is Allison Roberts, who is a survivor. Welcome, Allison.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
You so much. Thank you. I am elated. I didn't know I was actually going to be doing an interview.
Okay.
But she did tell me this morning. But yeah. So
we're just going to have a little conversation. I think that a lot of times we go through things and it's not for us. It's to help other people. And even though we are the ones experiencing it, so I like to share my story, share my journey, and have other people come on and share theirs as well. So we are honoring you and I think 3 other women today. I'm just so happy, because it's something that you don't know. People, you go through it with people, but to be in it yourself and to have to fight through it. So how many years have you been cancer free?
It's going on 4 years. Yes. My oncologist just called me and told me they're going to be putting me into survivorship mode now.
Okay.
So
what does that mean exactly?
They take I'm not going to be seeing an oncologist. I'm going to be seeing a nurse practitioner through them now. But if anything was to ever happen, I'll have to switch it over.
Okay. So 4 years, that is amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Pretty, very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So when you found out, I'm just curious. Did you find out from a mammogram?
No, girl. My story is very different.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to 2019.
Okay.
I was really, really sick in 2019. And I woke up one morning like, hun, I got to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. By the time I got to the hospital, I was going sepsis. That's when your organs are starting to shut down.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So they admitted me to the hospital. I was there at Good Samaritan for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was there, and they sent me home with a port in my arm, and gave me infectious disease medication and told me, your husband will admit it. Like, my husband was the one who's going to be my doctor. He administered this infectious disease medication to me.
Is that normal, like that they do it like that?
Girl, I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. I saw all of these different doctors, and they sent me home. They said, I want you to reach out to because it was in my breast. They was like, I want you to reach out to our breast surgeon. So I did. I saw her, and she just was like, oh, it's just, you have dense breasts. My mammo came back saying it was suspicious benign, but they said you just have dense breasts. We're just gonna keep an eye on it. They didn't say anything like, anything for me to be scared. Like, they just told me I had cellulitis. And that was at the end of 2019, and we know it was starting to happen at that time because COVID and all the stuff is starting to happen. And fast forward into COVID time, my best friend passed away.
Oh, sorry.
My very, very best friend. She passed away. She was one of the first in the wave of having COVID and everything. And my boobie, the day she passed away, and it was cold outside, so we had coats on, and we was all standing in her kitchen, and my breast was like this, and this one was like this, and I'm like, what is going on? Right. So I'm calling the doctor. I'm like, I'm feeling sick still. I'm still feeling sick, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna have you come in. Go back in there. She's like, oh no, it's just cellulitis. You just have an infection. It just keeps it not getting out of your body, stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So that was in 2020. 2021, I'm still feeling sick. I went back to her again, and she said to me, I'm like, my boob is itching. And she was like, that's just your hormones. It's just your hormones. So I kid you not, in October of that year, I started, like the Holy Spirit was speaking. Like, you have to go to the doctor again. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go. My brother, my only brother, he had called us and said that I have lung and pancreatic cancer. The same cancer that D'Angelo just passed away from. He got diagnosed the last week of October. And now I'm feeling the lump. Now I could feel it. Like I was like, it was like really huge. Make a long story short, I was stage 3.
Wow.
Stage 3 cancer. The areas that they looked at, the areas that they looked at, it was they had a clock system for it. It was 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Those were my tumors.
Wow.
And they were 5 centimeters
big. So you mean to tell me this doctor, first of all, we already know that we're not priority a lot of times at these places, right? And that's why it's like, God, it's so good that God was with you and giving you these nudges to keep going, because I feel like you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, and it's infuriating, if I'm honest.
I was depressed. I was really depressed
because your body tells you,
and she wasn't. And she was ignoring me, and it was so crazy because after she found out, everything happened so quickly. She, I went to go see her, and she's one of those doctors that has a lot of patience. So you're sitting in the waiting room waiting for her forever. And I went to go see her, and she saw the lump, and she was scared because she knew she missed the mark with me. And so she was just like, everything was fast. She's like, I'll have you go get a mammo. And it's so crazy because my girlfriend, one of my little sisters, she said to me, and this was 2 days before I went to go have my mammo.
Okay.
And I wasn't thinking anything. I wasn't thinking no cancer, nothing like that. And she was like, if you see like discharge, she's like, my girlfriend had a discharge when she went to go have her mammo, and that's a sign of cancer. I ain't think nothing of it. When I went to go have my mammo, I was there for 4 hours, and I had discharge. Wow. And the lady was like, oh, they want to see you. The radiologist called me in the room. He took me in this room. It was like I was like at the Revenge of the Nerds, where they had all of these monitors up in there. And he's showing me from 2018. I had Zwanger. I went to Zwanger in 2018. He had all my films up, and you could see the change. Like he called it calcification.
Okay.
You can see the calcification getting getting worse and worse and worse. And he said, well, I'm not going to say anything to you. I don't want to alarm you. I'm happy that you're going on Saturday to go have a breast MRI. And I was like, okay, I'm still not thinking nothing. Yeah. I'm worrying about my brother. So I'm not even really thinking about anything. So I'm like, still not like, I'm like worrying about Antoine. I was in the waiting room for my breast MRI, sitting there like my brother got pancreatic cancer. Like what? Really bugging out about that. So I wasn't thinking. Went on that Saturday. They did it. Monday morning, the radiologist was calling me on the phone. She said, I'm trying to get in touch with your doctor, and I'm not able to, but I need you to get in here immediately because I have to do a biopsy. Oh, wow. And I'm still not thinking nothing. Wow. Still not thinking anything. I'm trusting this lady that I'm thinking that she's so sweet and she got my back. She's gonna make sure I'm good. And she didn't. She didn't. So I had to have emergency surgery. Wow. I had emergency surgery. I was on chemo from January until May. Wow. And I went every other week. So it was crazy because I would do chemo one week. My brother was doing chemo the other week. It was like my mother was dealing with both of us doing chemo every other week. And then after I had that, I had to do radiation. I was in radiation for a whole 30 days. Really? Every day you have to go for radiation. Really? You don't have you have to go every day. And it was so crazy because they knew what was going on with my brother. So my brother was getting really sick now. So they was like, well, we'll let her go down to Atlanta because he was in Atlanta now to go see him. So I said, all right, let me go down there to go see Antoine. And my doctor allowed me to go. I went and saw him. And as soon as I went home, he passed away. Oh, wow. Sorry. And then 3 days later, I rang the bell. Oh. So it was a very, very hard, roller coaster journey for me. Oh, my goodness. I can't even, I'm sorry that doctor, that was like that. And I'm sorry about your brother also. Mm-hmm. Thank you. But I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that you're here. You too. Because that is a story in itself. My life I can't even begin to tell you how the Lord has transferred. He did some amazing things in a short time. Like I told you, my girlfriend who passed away. Yeah. When I had started my business in 2010, it's called Sister Chatter. Yes. And I started my business. It's a product review platform for Black women. Mm-hmm. And my girlfriend, because we could sing, so we used to always sing all the time. Okay. We used to always harmonize, just sing, vibe, and just do our stuff. Yeah. And she came to my house, her boyfriend at the time came to my house. I'm in my office, and she's like, Allison, I wrote this jingle, girl. You got to hear this jingle. And she just started, and she was just, and I was like, oh my God. We sang that jingle for almost 10 years. Wow. We had no beat with it or anything. Right. And my girlfriend's brother, who's a producer, he was like, he wrote the beat for me. Yeah. Shout out to the K. Okay. He did the beat for us. Me and her went and recorded that before she passed away. Oh, that's a blessing. Oh. You gotta hear it. You have to listen to my show. I know you got your show, and I'm gonna have you on my show. 100%. I'm gonna have you on my show. Sister Chatter, guys. Sister Chatter. You're gonna come on my show. Yes. That's so amazing that you will have that forever. And we went into the studio and recorded that before she left. I love that. Oh. That's amazing. It is. And God is true, girl. I can't even. And I was because she was the type of person as a friend that would, and I love all my friends. I'm not saying I don't, because I got some rocks. But Sakina was a different type of, we just had each other. Like we just. First of all, I know who she is. I didn't know who she was until you said her name. That's awesome. That's my girl. And and it just, everything just opened, like, because you go through this thing, I just felt like, you know what? I could be going. So I'm telling you, literally, when she passed away is when everything, like, changed in my mind. Like, You gotta live. You gotta do yes. It was like, you gotta go, girl. Go. Mm-hmm. And I went back to school. Awesome. When I went back to school, I'm the vice president of the marketing club in my school. Oh, wow. And while I'm doing all of that, the guy, he was the ex-president, he said to me, you should do radio. You should do radio. And I was like, what? Radio? He was like, you should do radio. He was like, you come down and do an interview with the director. I'm telling you, he will hire you. I know he will. I went down there. Shout out to Sean. Okay. I did my interview, and I told him the whole story about Sakina. I played him that jingle. He gave me my own show. I love that for you. That is amazing. He gave me my own show. He believed in me. And it's just, everything just happened just like, I can't even describe. Like, the last few years of my life, it was like God was like, go. Yeah. Go. And in between that time, my son plays professional basketball. Okay. And he went and got shot. He got shot. I thank you, Lord, because he kept him here for me.
Yes, thank God.
But he was literally, he could have been gone.
Yeah.
It was either he would have been gone or paralyzed.
Wow.
But God is so merciful and so good, and he allowed him to continue. So now he's playing again basketball.
Awesome. That's a blessing.
But all of this stuff happened. Like, he just got shot in 2024.
Wow.
Like, so all of these things are happening to me, and I'm still trying to just.
Yeah.
So I had girl. It's like I have to just keep on, like.
But what I'm hearing is that even through everything that you went through, all the adversities, you already stayed anchored with God. And I think that people question God, why, but things have to happen. But when you stay anchored in him, he gives you those moments that you can have forever. The jingle, right? It was her time, right? But you still have a piece of her forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, God is so faithful in that way. And so I'm so grateful to have the relationship with God, because it's not about me, but we all go through things. And to be anchored in God, he's always going to be there. He's always going to show you why you fight, why you overcome, why do you keep going, why you live, right? And so, oh my God, your spirit is so beautiful.
You know, it's so crazy because Evangelist Lewis, in 2020, we were all at Island Soul.
Okay.
And that evening, right, it was on Valentine's Day. Now, me and my husband, that's when we started actually dating.
Okay.
On Valentine's Day at CC's.
Oh, wow.
It was
CC's
before
back in the day,
Soul.
for sure.
And that day, the Holy Spirit told me, like, this something going to be different tonight. It was so funny because Sakina had said to me, I'm kid you not, like 2 days or 3 days before that, she was like, girl, Tanisha, she is no joke. And she was like, she is no joke. I'm telling you, she is no joke.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, we was at Island Soul for that night, for Valentine's Day. It was packed. And she was there with Kiki and her friends. And I was there with Sakina and Patrick, and all of us was there and stuff. I'm going back because my husband he talks too much. So I went back in there to go get him. So I go back in there, and she prophesies to me. I'm still waiting on what she doing, what God has spoke to her.
Yeah.
But child.
Yeah, no, powerful.
Power,
Definitely.
OMG. Yes.
Yeah. So, well, where can we listen to Sister Chatter?
Okay. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Odyssey. It's on iTunes, TuneIn. It's 90.3 WHPC.
Okay.
It's my intercollegiate college radio station. But we're number 1 in the country.
Wow! Yes, girl. Okay.
We're number 1 in the country. He nominated me because we have our big conference, the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System. He nominated me, so I'm praying that the Lord will bless me with this. He nominated me for Best Personality for my station.
That's
It's
awesome.
3 of us he nominated, so girl, just pray for me.
I'm praying. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Oh, wow. Okay, what about social media? You on social media anywhere?
Yes, we have sisterchatter.com. The website is being built, but it's going to be a platform for Black women to be able to go on and you be able to tell me about the different products that you're using, give your honest reviews. You will get a box full of goodies, depending on if you participate.
Yes.
You get a box of real goodies that you can, give your honest reviews on.
Awesome.
Yes, so that's what that's what Sister Chat is about. And the radio show is just, So I have women who've created things like the young lady that I had on my show for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Her name is Mundy Gaddis, and she is in North Carolina. When she went through her whole cancer thing, she came up with a clean brand. It's called Clean Monday.
Okay.
So, so she will come. So she talked about her products and all that stuff. So, yeah.
I'm excited to check it out. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know this was awesome. I could keep you here forever, but we have to go back to the She Kick Cancer event, and I'm so excited to have the moment with you. I'll see you back with the next guest.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. That was awesome. Welcome back to Tasha Talks Life podcast. We are at the She Kick Cancers But event hosted by Posh Lady Yvette. And right now I am speaking to another honoree, Annalise Henry. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. And so we're all about honoring the women that are cancer survivors that are battling this crazy disease, right? And I just want you to just introduce yourself and let's just have a natural flowing conversation.
Hi, I'm Annalisa. I'm a mom of 3, a foster mom of 2. I foster 2 autistic children. I've had them for 2 years. I was thinking about adopting, but cancer ran up on me and flipped my whole world apart. And next week they will be going to another foster home. I don't have the support, so having to go through surgery, it's just no way I would be able to actually keep them. And it's hard because I thought that was where God placed me. And now I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't think I would ever have to be here. And I felt like they were my strength.
Yeah.
Because, they're 6 and I have to get them up in the morning. I have to shower them. And I felt like they kept me going. My other kids are 19, 17, and 14. They don't need me like that, so they can get up and get themselves ready. But my twins, they needed me.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had to make sure I was there to support them. And I'm nervous that I'm going to actually go into depression because having to give them back is not something that I thought I was going to have to do. And I don't know.
First, thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm a sidebar, but your look is very pretty. You look so pretty. The hair,
you wouldn't know. I cried like 3 times before I wouldn't even show up. Posh actually bought this for me.
Okay, it's pretty.
And that's the only reason why I showed up.
Really?
Because if I felt like, oh my God, she bought me this dress. I don't want to disappoint her.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, she didn't get me a dress, I probably wouldn't have came. It was hard getting ready. This was the first time for me ever dressing up since I've had cancer. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put my lashes on, do my makeup. Yeah. I don't have any eyelashes. So when I went to put on my eyelashes,
you felt like
it was just it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And then I tried to put black eyeliner on. I looked dead. It with no eyelashes. I guess you don't realize,
right,
until you actually go through it, like how much eyelashes.
But honestly, you look really good. The glasses, your head is like a perfect shape. Like it's working. It's working. No, I want you to know that. I really want you to know that you're doing it. It looks great.
I literally was like going through it. I was really not trying to go. And my 14-year-old was like, "Ma, just go." Like she's actually just sitting in the car chilling in the car. Yes. And she was just like, I'm glad she pushed me to go because I haven't really been out. I haven't done anything. But this was harder than I thought it was. Even I was going to put on heels. I didn't know my feet were so loud. I've been looking at my feet for months. And then I went to put on some shoes and I'm like, why can't I fit this? But I did also gain weight. That was another issue for me. So when you find out you have cancer, the one thing I was looking forward to was at least 20 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I ended up gaining weight. Every time I went to do my chemo treatments, I was gaining weight. And all the nurses were like, that's so good. You're looking healthy. Most people can't eat.
And you're like, I don't want to hear that.
I don't.
But you look good. I will say that. And I know you're like, oh, whatever. It's how I feel. But I think it's important for you to know that. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely look good, and the glasses are really cute. It's a nice touch.
I told Posh, I was like, I'm putting on glasses. That's it. I can't do no eye makeup. Like,
and look, they're not even weird. Like, you usually see people that look weird with dark glasses. Or those are not dark. They're pretty.
Thank you.
You got a vibe going. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. And I know it's a lot because even what you're just telling me that you have older kids and then you have these 2 little ones that. How long did you have them?
November will be 2 years. I got them 2 days before Thanksgiving. It was definitely a struggle. I actually wrote like 2 letters to give them back because they weren't diagnosed when I first got them, so they weren't even getting the services that they deserved. They didn't talk. They weren't potty trained. They were 4 when I got them. They're 6 now. And I felt like CPS wasn't doing their job. And I also worked for another agency. They were very helpful, but if CPS don't do it, they can't do it.
Right.
So it's always like you kind of have to wait for the other person to move it. And I just one day I was like, I can't do it no more. It was hard. And I wrote a letter, and I basically just expressed like how I love these kids, but I can't do it if like nobody's working with me.
Right.
And basically I was politely saying that, hey, you're not doing your job. Let me tell your boss, without literally saying that. And it was like once I wrote this passionate letter, nobody wants to send that to their boss and say, hey, this foster mom who really wants to be here for these kids is not getting these services. So it's like once I wrote that letter, it was like they started to do their job. And my foster son really needed to be on medication, and they got him on it, and he is a completely different child. And I was like, it sucks because he went 4 years without it. And it's just like
and he really needed it.
And he really needed it. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh, this kid is horrible. But he just needed something to just bring him down. And he's amazing. He's amazing. Yeah. He's super smart. You just wouldn't even, the things that they say now is just like, my son said to me the other day, he's like, oh my, like they're like normal kids now. Yeah. And it's like for them to go from one extreme to the other. Yeah. And I just hope the next family just really takes care of them the way that I did.
Do they allow for communication and contact or no?
I don't think so. I'm not really sure. Like nobody has said to me like, do you want to keep in contact? Yeah. So I'm not sure if like when they're moving them, will they ask that, or I don't really know.
Yeah. Okay. When did you find out?
I found out in June, early June.
And so you're already, it's breast cancer if you don't mind?
It's breast cancer.
And was it a mammogram?
No, I found it myself.
Oh, wow.
So I had mastitis years ago.
What's mastitis?
It's a breast infection.
Okay.
Both of my breasts were severely infected. They were very big. I went to hospital 3 different times. Both men just told me it's postpartum depression. The third time I went to the hospital, I was in the emergency room because my breast, it was burning. Like I couldn't even, a shirt was hurting it. And a woman doctor came in and she looked at it and she said, your breasts are infected. And I was just like, looking at her like, what? And then she was just like, yeah, like I'm going to give you antibiotics, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I never knew your milk ducts could just get infected. And she was like, and I was like, I've been here twice. Nobody told me that. And she looked at my chart to see like who
the doctor was.
And she was like, men.
Like,
it's true though. It was 2 men that looked at me and just kept saying it was postpartum depression. And it wasn't.
This is after your last child?
My last child. And funny story, but my ex cheated on me, and this girl, she ended up getting mastitis. The girl he cheated on me while I was pregnant. She ended up getting the same thing a couple of years later.
That's crazy.
After she cheats me.
Right.
And it turned into cancer.
Wow.
And she ends up passing away. And it really traumatized me. Like it made me just always check I knew I had benign there, but that situation was just like, wait, what?
Right.
It hit me like, wow, like I just couldn't, that shocked me. And I just couldn't, I always checked. It was just something that I just was scared was going to happen to me. And one day it did happen to me.
Wow.
And when I saw my period came, my breast normally it does get big when I have my cycle.
Yeah.
My period left and it didn't. So I was like, okay, let me do a breast exam. They say when it moves, you're good. When it doesn't, it's something wrong. So I noticed when I was trying to push whatever lump was there around, it wasn't moving. So I had an oncologist already. My B12 had been low, so I've been getting B12 shots. My iron was extremely low. I've had 2 blood transfusions. I always thought that my iron was low just because of having kids. I didn't know that it was just something that was ongoing. And I had an oncologist for that reason. I was going every I think it was every month at first, then it was like every 3 months I would go to get iron infusions and my B12 shots. And so when I went, I told my oncologist, I was like, I have something going on in my breast. I was like, I'm not feeling comfortable with it. So she was like, okay, you were due for the mammogram anyway. I'm going to give you the referral. Went to my same place I always go to. Yeah. A young girl came in. Normally, I'm very like, I need you to be 55 and older. But because it was right here and you could feel it, I felt like, what can go wrong? Right. Like, yes, she's young. She graduated yesterday. But what could go wrong? Because you felt it. And it was there. And like, how could you can't mess this up. So we did. She said, show me where it is. I showed her. I'm going to put a sticker there so I could make sure I get that spot. Okay. So we take the pictures, do everything. She tells me nothing's there.
She missed the picture. She missed it.
I guess the sticker was in the right spot too. I know it was because I showed her. She put it there. Yeah. I knew it was in the right spot. I'm confused on why they were saying it wasn't there. And I don't have big breasts. Right. I have the padded broads pushed up. Right. Trust me, it's not a lot there where you couldn't figure something out. Wow. So I called my oncologist immediately, and she was in the office that day, and I was like, I don't care what that little girl said. Something is there. She didn't question me or nothing. She said, okay, I'm going to send you to get is it ultrasound? Yeah. So she said, okay, I'll send you to get that. So the lady said, which breast is it? Where is it? She marked it with a marker. And she said, all right, we're going to do the right breast first. So they did the right breast. She had an intern, and they were talking all through my right breast, and just in front of their mouth, and it's dense, and and they're like just teaching her. And when she got to my left, she never said nothing. I knew right away. I think I knew before I even went in. Yeah. But that was like confirmation. Yeah. She was too quiet. Yeah. And didn't say not one word. So she had me step out, and then I came back in. And I don't remember who I spoke to, but it was somebody on the phone who were like, okay, we see something. We're not sure. We're going to send you for a biopsy. And when I went for the biopsy, actually, it was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. Really? Like what? They just made it seem like, you're just going to go in and they're just going to take a little snippet and that's it.
So what is it, like an incision?
Yeah.
Because I've heard of biopsy vaginally,
I did that too.
Okay.
I did that too.
For the boob, it's like.
So they go in the side of your boob. You're turned to the side, so I don't even know how they did it. To be honest, my friend came with me. Thank goodness she came because I don't know. They just made it seem like it was just like a 1, 2, 3 type of thing. But I guess it depends on who does it and how they do it. And my experience was it didn't hurt when it got done. But from my friend was looking at it, she said he was jamming me. So I don't feel it. Yeah, he was very rough, and it was like jamming it in. And that's like, when it was all said and done, I kept bleeding, and I could feel my bleed. Like you're turned to the side, so I could feel the blood rushing down my back. And I kept saying something wet is on my back. He's like, "Oh, it's just fluids, aka it's blood." Right. But like, I'm not stupid. Yeah, sure. It wouldn't stop bleeding, and they ended up having to put sandbags on my breast. So now they're holding like it's like a garbage bag full of something, and I'm like, "What's in there?" They're like, "Oh, it's sand." And they're pressing down as hard as possible because I'm just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And I'm like, my irons are already low. Like, y'all need to get this under control. Because at this point, I'm like, well, how bad did he cut me? Because why am I bleeding like this? Right. So, and I'm not on blood thinners either.
And because they made it seem like it was a 1, 2 thing. Yeah. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like I didn't even think I needed a driver. I told my friend, I'm like, girl, no, I don't need you to come. Thank goodness she came. Wow. I needed her. And I ended up getting it's a lymphoma. I think I have a lymphoma there. Like, because it was, and it still hurts. And this was back in June. Wow. So it depending on what type of bra, it still hurts me. Then after that, I ended up getting my underarm swelled up. And that was it was from, I guess, I don't know if it was, I think whatever he did, my underarm immediately swelled up. So I had told the oncologist, I'm like, I have a lump under my arm. So now I'm in my head. I done had cancer. I might be had cancer. You done went in. You touched something. It's spreading. It's under my arm. So I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Gratefully.
So I did the MRI, and like maybe 2 days later, because everything happened pretty fast. And like my doctor got me in like that.
Oh, okay.
And when it came back, it did say I had cancer. I actually it was good news and bad news. It was stage 1.
Okay, thank God.
But I had triple negative, which is the worst one to have.
What is?
It's the worst. It's like it grows really fast.
Oh, okay.
So and every time I did go, like when I went for my MRI, it was like let's say it was 1.5. When I went to get the CAT CT next, like maybe like 2 or 3 days later, it was like 1 point something. Like it was growing really quickly, and I was like shocked. Like,
yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, we need to get you in really fast. We need to start chemo really fast." And because whatever this doctor did to the breast, now I have to go get a biopsy because it showed in the CAT CT there is something.
And now you're terrified.
So now I'm terrified. But when I went to do it, the doctor, thank God, they sent me somewhere else. He was amazing. Went to Riverhead, and the guy that he was so good. I had no pain from that. And he actually did look at this one, and he was like, "Yeah, I see a lymphoma." He was like, "When you have that done, you're never supposed to have a lymphoma. Like, clearly, I don't know what this other guy was doing." He even apologized for the other guy that did it. And I just, from there, was like, chemo, and I got right into it. It was really quick. It was really, even my doctor was just like, my oncologist said to me, a lot of women, I have to call a couple of times because it shocks them. But I went into like, okay, I got 5 kids at home. It's just gonna be me. I was scared about my hair falling out. It really flipped my whole world upside down.
And I'm admiring like your strength. You know
Thank
what I'm saying? Like it's just like because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know until you know. And to hear, I just got to get in. I just got to do it. I just got to get in because some people are just not strong. They just, you know.
I'm my kid's only parent. Like nobody, their fathers don't help. So it's just like, for me, it's like, if I don't make it, who is going to take care of them? And my mom is still in Jamaica. I wasn't raised by my mom. My dad, we didn't speak for years. Actually, cancer is what brought us back together. I spoke to him every now and then, but we didn't have a relationship. And my dad took me to every treatment, every single treatment. So I'm grateful for therapy. I still have like a lot that I'm working through. But somebody told me, she was like, cancer is a healing process. It's so you could go through whatever hurt you went through in your past. You're able to get it out, heal from it, and you'll come out like brighter and new. So I'm hoping by the end of all of this, I'll have my divorce. I'll be healed from cancer. I'm ready to start a new life. But it's hard. But it's not really the cancer that's hard. I think it's more of a life is what's hard. When people don't understand today, I'm tired. Or when you think about all the people you helped and now you're kind of in the struggle by yourself. Like I think at night, during the day I'm always fine. At nighttime was my biggest struggle because I couldn't sleep, and I would think about like, I'm here, I was there for this person and I did that for that person. And even when it comes to my husband, I remember going with him. His stepfather had cancer, and I used to go with him. And I'm in this by myself with 5 kids.
Right. That's tough.
Fathers ain't even around. I don't even know if they know. Even if you never did nothing before anyway.
Right.
So it's just like you learn to suck it up, but it still hurts. But it still hurts.
And I battle with embracing the word strong, right? Because it feels like we're the strong ones, right? You're so strong, and it's like, but when I'm in a weak moment, I still have to be strong.
Exactly.
When I'm tired, I still got to be strong. When is somebody still dependent on me? Who's gonna catch me when I feel weak? And so I get that, and so I struggle with saying that, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? I try to switch it and say resilient. And to feel your feelings, you know, and understand that they're real, and don't think that you know, you have to be strong for everybody. There's times when you could just curl up and just be, you know, and thankfully, I mean, the little ones are gonna get what they need, and your older ones are not as young, you know. But it's not easy, and I definitely send my love and light to you during this journey, and I'm excited to have met you and for you to have shared your story with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's important for other people to hear. I always say the things that we go through, the things like, you know, it's yes for us in some way. We learn from it, we grow from it, but then it's also for other people. It's other people in some way or another. Someone is going to take something from your story.
I hope what people take from my story is that cancer, first thing my oncologist said, it's not a death sentence. So I never felt like, oh, I'm going to die from
Right,
this.
and that's good.
That's like one thing that was not ever in the back of my mind. But you will see who's really there for you. It's going to make you think about all the people that you really helped and all the people who really don't have your back. And when you come out of it, you may not talk to certain people.
And you have to know that. You know what I'm saying? And not let people have. I think I was talking to somebody and they were saying, like, you know, forgiveness, right? And we forgive, but that doesn't mean that they still gain access, right? Because forgiveness is actually for us, not for them. So at the end of the day, oh, where were you, right? And okay, I forgive you for what, but you will never have access to me again like that.
Exactly.
So I love that, and I think you're the final survivor that I've spoken to today, and I'm gonna say that survivor that said out loud, like it never was a thought of mine to be a death sentence, and that is the power, right? The belief in the power. So, I'm getting emotional because I'm a big believer in how you speak over your life. So thank you for that. Do you journal?
I tried to start journaling. I'm not as consistent as I should be. I'm hoping to be start journaling.
There's no right or wrong way. Just to put it out there, I'm an accountability coach. So I help women to trade burnout for like balance, clarity, and radical self-love. And so journaling is therapeutic for me. And I mean, I have journals for multiple things. It could be a to-do list. It could be a dump. It could be.
So do I, but I'm not consistent.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I wish I could do more is be consistent in it. Because I also have like the ones with the little quotes, and it does help you, especially like sometimes when you're going through like whatever. But I do believe when you journal, when you put things down, when I in my heart, I do believe like stuff like that matters. Like
especially when you can't sleep.
Yes.
Or sometimes I'm too tired to write. I'll do a voice or a video.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then you could always store that someplace for yourself for later. And I love to air quote document the process in the sense of whatever I'm working through right now. I will try to like capture it, whether it's a video, journaling, whatever. A year from now, I can look back.
I think it's easy because you feel like comfortable in the skin you're in.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way.
Do you feel like somebody's gonna see it? Is that why? Do you feel like
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because even today, in my mind, I was going to come in here beautiful. And when I couldn't put on those eyelashes, it broke me down. And I've been walking around with no eye. Like, I walk around with nothing on. But I would have loved to have a wig on. But my hormones, I sweat too much. It's just, like, when I first cut my hair off, I was, like, putting on a hat and trying to go into the store. And remember, summer just ended.
Yes.
I sweated so bad. It was so, I couldn't. So I was like, forget it. But I would have loved to come. If I could have put on a wig and knew that I wasn't going to sweat to death in here, I would have put a wig on. I would have had my lashes. I would have came in like a lot different. And I think that that's part of like the problem from even with like me giving my kids back. Their therapist said, well, why don't we put like a photo book so they don't forget you? I didn't do it because I took pictures of them and the kids, But I didn't take pictures of me because I don't feel that I look my best. Even when I like get dressed up, I don't feel that way. Like, and it was shocking where everybody was like, "You look good," or like, "I gained weight." That was another
I don't
thing.
know you.
Oh my goodness!
But you look good.
So I thought you lose weight on chemo. That was the one thing. Let me tell you how disrespectful breast cancer is. Okay. The one thing I thought, the one thing you look forward to, okay? I was already wanting to lose a couple of pounds.
Right.
So when I gained like 10, 12 extra on top of
like, wait a minute.
the weight that I didn't really want, pissed me off. Pissed me off.
That's funny. No,
like,
but
how dare you cancel?
But I just want you to know the wig and all that stuff. I know it's, and I hear you. I know it's how you feel, right? It's how you feel. But from somebody who's just meeting you, you look good.
Thank
Your
you.
head is shaped fine. It looks good. The glass, like, so just know that whenever you feel like, okay, I don't feel good, because just know you look good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you again for sitting with me. I really
problem.
appreciate it. So thank you for tuning in. We are at the She Kick Cancers Butt event, hosted by Lady Posh. I'm Miss Tasha Talks Life. Until next episode, be well.
Bye.